Welcome to the Grand Design Series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We'll pick up on the 12th of May 1948, which is about 5 months on from the end of the last part. And we had a little bit of a semi-rough winter in the sense that the unemployment is having an effect on the happiness, and also and you can see here, if I kind of, I know you guys can't see it, but it says there was quite a big group of people also affected by crime, and crime is related to unemployment. If you've got high unemployment, your crime rate starts to rise, then that affects happiness. Now, in the last part, the focus was very much on trying to get this food and alcohol area up and running, and that still needs to be the main focus. Now, there are a couple of other things I've done since the end of the last part. I've kind of started on a little bit of an experiment here, because what I would like to do is start planning our new farm out here. And I did a lot of leveling, and I especially bringing up the sea level, and also pushed the embankment out as much as possible. So that's a project we want to do. We got a couple other bits and pieces that need to be done as well, especially over here, because where is it? With respect to my let's try to find everything now, is in here, because we got our train here quite happily laying the track. But one thing I found is, because this is metro line, there's no crossovers, so what I've got to do is build in this line here so that I can do these tracks down to here and back into here, and of course eventually start to connect up this area here. Now, while we're in this area, there's one thing I do want to do. Now, as I say, I'm going to keep the game on pause, and it's something I actually meant to do in the last part, which is put a mech component factory in here, which is here. I think we're going to have to go to factories. And if I put in mechs, because what I'm looking to put in here is not a massive mech factory or mechanical component factory, but one that in the long term will provide the mechanical components to produce some electronics and also support our maintenance sheds. Oh wow, that's way too big. This one will produce 7.5. This one will produce 16 tons of mechanical components. Ideally, I think maybe if we could get you in there. What's the exterior sort? Yeah, you've got an export storage of 17 tons. That would be pretty cool actually if I could get that in there. As I say, this isn't going to be, because I know if you watch a lot of other players, they will build these vast centralized areas where they produce lots and lots of components. I feel that with things like components and electronics, even electro components, especially with the fact that you've now got to do vehicle repairs and also building maintenance, I feel a more decentralized approach is actually better. But we're going to put that theory to a test, because what we're going to do is, well, just make sure, well, the road crews should pick it up, but we'll just make sure the road crew gets in here. I mean, this isn't a high priority, but we might as well get them on there. Now, the next thing in the same vein as what I'm talking about is over here, because we've got this plastics recycling plant, and we've got electro components in here. So what I want to do over here is advanced machinery, is start producing some electronics, because the price is rising steadily. Now, the interesting thing about electronics is that if I show you here, this electronics assembly hall at the moment will produce 4.5 tons of electronics. But over time, what actually happens with electronics is the productivity of these factories decreases. But hopefully what this will do is still produce enough electronics, service the actual shop requirements from it, So the way to look at it is that electronics isn't something that you want to do, say, for a mass production area. In fact, I think if we can get you maybe in a little bit closer like that. And now, obviously, we got to bring in mech components, but I think what we can do is bring you out like, actually, no, cancel that. What we will do is there a battery connection on this side? No, that's no good. Just remove you. We need access to a second. Actually, no, maybe not necessarily. Maybe I'm overthinking this a bit. I mean, maybe if I turn the road that way, like that, and we come in from that direction. Well, what we'll probably do is bring the workforce over with a tunnel. Like, and then I can put a small. Actually, we can put a reasonable sized warehouse here. Yeah, I think if we put a warehouse there, actually, we'll just tuck you in there. Maybe, actually, if we stretch you out a little bit, like that, that means we can then stretch it out a little bit further. We clear you. Cargo station. Yeah, I think if we can do that, what that will mean is that our pickup point and our for electronics and our drop-off point for components will be here, which will save us a little bit of distance. Now, let's look at the footpath situation. I think I haven't actually built one of these for a little while, so I think maybe we'll go above ground for once. Yeah, look at that. The tricky bit is going to be building this bit, because we will have to put in a temporary footpath, which will probably have to come all the way round. Wow, probably have to come all the way up from there, because the game won't allow us to connect to this. Well, we can give it a go anyway. So we've now got this area here. Now, another thing I would like to do is, again, I had a few problems here with respect to getting vehicles out here. So I need to start my program of asphalt, actually doing the asphalt. And you need to be high priority. Just make sure that is the right one. Yeah. So what we're going to do is start asphalting out to here and down to there. As I say, it needs to be a bit of an ongoing program with respect to that. And so we got that there. Now, something else I'll show you is we've got our plastics factory is up and running here. So at the moment it's kind of consuming the oil. We're actually trucking the oil in, and I'm actually producing the plastics. But at the moment the plastics aren't going anywhere, so I'm quite happy just to leave it like that. You can see here we are now getting out very close to getting our first connection to here. So, and this is going to be quite an important connection, because if we can get this actually done, we can then start using trains to export bitumen and fuel, which will help our overall economy, which you can see at the moment is so what we're going to do now is mess about with some trains. I just want to see, I need to get you out of here, and I need to cancel this job, Actually, if I do that here, teleport directly. What we got to do is electrify this line here. What I want is to we've got, let me just look at the signals here. We got double there, and we got a double there. Now, as far as I know, oh wow, we got a tiny little bit of track there. We got a tiny bit of track there as well. This could be a little bit more complicated than I thought it would be. I'm gonna have to, because the idea is going to be is that I'm going to take advantage of the fact that normal trains can pass through a distribution office. So what I want to do is see if we can get the trains out of that section of track. So we're going to start with you. This is going to involve taking a little bit of a chance here. I'm going to make you high priority. I've lost the good train. This is going to get a lot more complicated now. That there, I thought that was, I don't understand that. Now, what should happen is that we should get enough track lane to get past that point into that point. If it isn't, the train's going to get trapped. Okay, here comes the train. You've got to get past into that section up there so that you clear that signal. If you do that, you will be able to go back. And then what we can do is we get the downside there, and the upside should go this way if a train comes this way. Right, I'm just going to leave these guys to it and see if they can do it, because what I want to do now is another bit of a project over here. Now you see that this area is completely devoid of trees and changed completely. What I've done here is off camera, I leveled this whole area through just to show you. It's still not perfect, but what I want to do in this part is design a farm, but I'm also conducting a little bit of a test. What happens is if you put a field down and then and take it up and then put it down again, it actually, well, I can demonstrate it because we're only messing about here anyway. I put a small field down. Let's say just put it down over here. Right. You can see this has got the default 70%. Now, if I demolish that field and then put the field down again, like that, you see that it's now only got 11%. Now, when I leveled all this area, all the fields went back to 0. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to stick a field just to smack bang in the center of where I know I did some leveling. So we only need a small field actually. And I just want to see that's 70% again. So we're just going to demolish that field again. One thing I do need to plan is the fact that we are going to put some more farms out here. We've got a road connection coming through the mountain here, because that is our only connection because of the border here. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to plan some fields out here. Some big fields. Actually, if we run the big field in at an angle there towards the border, outside back boundary is okay. Thank you, game. Maybe the angle was a bit too sharp. What's that there? Is that? Okay, we got a little bit of a contour there, which is causing that. Don't know if I can smooth that off a little bit. Let me just see. Whoops, wrong one. And of course what this will do, because I'm turning this back brown again, it will have an effect on the field. So just gonna put you, that's a little bit better. And then so we can get 3, possibly 4. And then what I could do if I really wanted to push it is, that's outside the map boundaries, but we could put a couple of medium fields in here as well. Maybe just along the coastline here, like that. Just see if we can get the, yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn that off, and they're all facing this way. Now I'm thinking about the farm about here, so we actually just put the road in here so that I'm aware that we got a road coming out there. Probably get a road through there and run you up to about there. Oops, through there. You can connect to there, and then you're going to run into there. Just let the game run slowly. Right, back to the farm. Big fields. Can't build due to infrastructure. Oh yeah, that's the road there. Because of course you've got to be a bit careful with fields, because they will quite happily overlap the road. The only thing that where the infrastructure is, if you've actually got a road connection, this isn't going to be particularly that productive a field, is it? Let's have a look. That's 4.81. It just comes up. What we might be able to do is something a little bit about that road there. That's just clip the road by a tiny amount. This is where we lose the fertility, but it's not a problem. It should recover on its own merits. Yeah, you can see we've got 10% on that one. That's okay. It's not going to be a major problem. I mean, we can just keep pushing the fields back a little bit. And then what we're going to lose here is because we got a hill there, but I don't. But I'm going to be I'm going to be okay with that. Actually, that's actually gone in quite well. The game can be a little bit odd sometimes with respect to doing things. Let's say that's 4.8, that's 4.81, that's 4.81. So we are talking now a road coming out there, probably coming up, curving in there. Maybe actually we'll probably curve like that. So we've got farm fields there. Probably here we might as well put in a building on fire. So there's building due to can't be, it's on water. Okay, we've got quite a big bit of clipping here, but We'll put the field down just to see. Sometimes you still get the 4.81. This one, right, I think we can go another layer. So this one can come out and hook to about there and there. And what we'll do is we'll start here. We can sacrifice a, actually if we come this way, yeah, I think if we put one there, that means we can straighten this road out a bit because we're coming this way. Yeah, okay, let me just do a little bit more work on this road here now. This road can come up alongside this there. And we've got a road there, which I don't think we're going to get any gain from doing something there. And we've got another road there. I wonder if we could get a medium field in there. We could kind of sneak in medium field there. It's clipped a little bit here, probably because there's a bit of road there. Yeah. So just lift you up and put you back down again. And this time we should get the full size. Nearly the full size because it's clipped a little bit there, but that's okay. Right, so we can put in, push you out that way a little bit, smidge. Take out that. You can come across to there, come into there. I think this terrain is a little bit rough, so we could probably put in a medium field about there. Maybe over a little bit, like that. That's 157. Right, I'm just going to go and see what my trains are up to. It's not getting any complaints at the moment. So let's see. Okay, these guys are down to 2 tracks, which is not good over here. So it says that I'm getting the impression that this has been built. So let me just do the signals again, or check the signals. You're running through there. You're running up to there. Oops, gone too far. Okay, so this is now an accurate chain signal. Oh no, we need this as a mix, doesn't it? Because you guys, we still got to lay the track out here. And this one has to be... actually, my instinct is... No, leave that as a chain signal. That way. And we'll put you as an out one there. Chain going into there. And you can go into there. And what we'll do is once we get back to laying this stuff out here, we will kind of plan correspondingly. Right, so what I need to do now is we need to do that. Pause. A little bit worried about that. Why? Let me just remove that signal. If we can come that way. Okay, it says that needs to be electrified to there. Connection does not exist. That's because this is a downline. Okay, what we're going to have to do is come in on from that end. This is where it's going to get a little bit messy, because that comes from this end. We're going to have to adjust this signal to a two-way so that the train can come into here and get to there via this section here, so that the train can work backwards this way. But that means that there's a potential for a collision up here. Okay, let me just see if that will work. Where are you going? Yep. So we're just going to follow this train. And of course, we've still got the final bit of electrification to do between this point here where it says unfinished railroad and into here, and I'm not exactly sure how we're actually going to be able to do that. Now he's going to cause a bit of mayhem here now, because he's going to see we've got the up train. Now what should happen is, if he can lay in enough track here, once he gets to a certain point, the other train can come through. Now he's got to go back up this way, and then what he should be able to do is pick up the track going back the other way. That's been picked up. So yeah, that should get built back this way, and once he gets back to here, we should have a working rail line. How are we doing over here? What on earth is this? Oh, this is the small water well that we're still working on. Well, that looks pretty different. Right, so we're going to get back to the farm here. Now, I think we've probably got enough capacity here for a big farm. Let me just see, where is the fire station? The fire station is there. I think we'll take the road from here. We're actually taking asphalt road from here. Got a new vehicle type, because on this side we've got hills. So we're going to come in like that. Pollution warning, yep, I know. Probably I've got a pretty good idea where that is. Yep. Now, actually, while I'm going to be doing this, I'm just going to talk about something else that I've been avoiding. I'll be completely upfront. I've been avoiding talking about this because, well, I've actually published a video now, and that is Community Report 98. And I have to admit that this report came as a little bit of a shock to me. And the reason being is that it announces the development of a early start DLC. Now, this early start DLC we'll go for a large farm here, because it's we're probably going to need a large farm. Yeah, and I have to admit, it was totally unexpected, and it threw me completely. Oh, we might have a problem here. Simply because It was the last thing I expected as a DLC. I just thought that my working assumption has always been is that eventually they would add it into the game as, you know, as an update. I'm not complaining that it's about a DLC because I'm very much aware that I think probably the vast majorities of the people who play this game are quite content to be able to just play the what you would call the 1960 start. So actually, that's nearly the wrong one. We want 5,600 with track. Actually, I'm kind of thinking that we might have a problem with the track, so I'm going to put you there. And of course, what we've got to do now is get the track out. Yeah, so that announcement of that DLC really caught me off guard, to be honest. And more importantly, as soon as I kind of heard about it, it also made me think about how it would actually work. And I'll be completely upfront. I had to spend a couple of days just thinking about it. Now, obviously, at the moment, there is not that much information about the actual DLC itself. It's just, you can say it's almost a work in progress, and we're probably not going to see any details probably until, you could say, probably the second quarter of 2025. But I must admit, I am very fascinated by it. And also the potential. I mean, I've also got a multitude of questions as well, but that's not something to worry too much about. It just suddenly occurred to me, if I accept that, we've got an opportunity here to actually extend the railway into here to deliver goods down to here. So I think what we will do is I really wish that there was some kind of cargo station where you could, how can you put it, where you could pick up the waste processes. I think if we put you about there, ooh, it's going to be a bit icky. Let's just push you out that way a bit. We put you there. That means I can bring in stuff from there. And of course, this is an inline because of the border, so we can come off there. I'm going to run down here. I'm probably going to blow the road. Oops, okay, just keep curving this round like that. Haha. We're going to try and get up over that hill. I'm going to put a little bit of a cutting in here. A bit of a downhill slope. That's a bit icky, but we'll put we need to cross over there. And I think what we can do then is put in warehouses. And now I'm not going to put in the warehouses. Probably could do with a meat store here as well, but at the moment, let's have a look at the. It's not very good. We're gonna have to smooth this out. In fact, maybe I will have to put in a warehouse or something, just so that we can get a connection. Right, let's put a warehouse in. I want a fairly large warehouse. 560, 320, 880. This cannot build due to infrastructure. What's in this area that's infrastructure then? I think we'll put the warehouse here, like that, and we can run a road down from there. Accept that. Will we need a cargo station here? Um, Probably put a small cargo station in just there, and then don't like that actually. This little bump here. Let's remove view. See if we can smooth out that little bit of an aberration there. I think I just saw something that might be bad news. There, just smooth you back a bit, and then hook you in there. That looks a bit better. Okay, let me just flip back to. We've got our big farm there. How are we doing over here? Right, we've now got a food factory, but we've got no water. See what's going on over here. Is this finished? Wow. Okay, let me just get the signals back in. You just become a straightforward chain signal. You are like that. And we're going to put a mixed signal there. And what that means is we can get our trains, construction trains, working back on this area. I think we'll just get you one allocated to there, because I think I'd rather you're working over there, and if possible, I'd like a one working on that now. How's this guy going? Oh, he's gone on strike. Oh, I know what's caused him. We need him working on that to build back down into there. Big question's going to be is how we're going to be able to electrify from here to here. What we'll probably have to do is electrify this stuff up to all this in here first, so we're ready to go. Then what we'll have to do then is disrupt the rail completely. I could put in a little bit, get the trains to build a crossover here, or we'll work it out. Because we're getting there progressively. Our happiness is building back up again. We are on the 10th of July, so we've got a lot of stuff in there. Actually, something else I need to check. We need to get these concrete mixers into there. I've built some concrete mixers. Returning to the early start DLC, one thing I will say is that I hope that when they're working out the vehicles, we do need some really good vehicles. Well, what I'd probably say is that it'd be a great idea to pull in some of the modded vehicles into the DLC. I don't know what the negotiations would be with that, but they do need to fill a couple of quite severe gaps with respect to like waste trucks, like at the moment, because at the moment, if I show you here, we come to waste trucks. See, we got a lot of waste trucks here, but if I list by capacity, you've got these ones here, but they're not. A lot of these are small ones. So like you can say, you've got small ones here, small. So we got enough small trucks, but truthfully, the only large ones we got at the moment are this one here, which is just arrived in 1947, and then but anything below that is we are effectively using the large steam hauler. So there is a bit of a gap there, and that won't be plugged for quite some time. And of course, there is no western waste truck as well. So if I show you here, you can see it's not even listed. There are no Western waste trucks, so you haven't even got a Western one to fall back onto, which is a little bit of a problem. Actually, one thing I haven't done is I haven't been checking my town here because I got a bit distracted with things. We haven't actually got a power supply in here, actually, have we? And we're still building the pipelines. Okay, I think what we're going to need to do is, where is the power distribution grid? It's just here. And I don't think I've put any power lines in at all at the moment, no. All we got, well, I think we got one which goes back that way, which connects to there. So we actually need to put in, I wonder if I could put the power to this one from over there here. Power connection to there. So if we, this has got its own power. That's good. So what we probably could do is put in a power line. We definitely want the distribution office connected. So if we put you there, okay, there's obviously a node issue there, and we'll run you. Actually, we're going to run you on that side of the, and then that's connected. Okay. Just make sure it's all connected in. Good. So that will give us some power into here, but really we need a good power connection into here as well. My temptation is to put the first power line into, put one substation in about there. It's going to be a little bit actually awkward to get the, yes, this is going to be quite an, actually, if we, now I can come out here, can't I? Don't overcomplicate it. No, it's not. The transformer's that way, isn't it? Something tells me that an underground cable might be more advantageous. In fact, if we come like that, hook you there, that's, and then we put the 6.5 cable in there. What that will give us is a full capacity substation there, which will cover most of the city there. Let me just see. You're there. That would cover, and then if we put another one down here, actually if we put it up about there, actually I wouldn't mind keeping that space open for, let me just double check this. We got guaranteed coverage to the hospital, and we got coverage up to there, and we got coverage to there. That kind of, I think we can run a special substation out to there. So if we put you about there and just connect you through to there. Okay, I'm just going to go underground. Again, we're going to use the underground cables. What we got here, we got 6.65. you can come there, and we will run the 1.85 to, oops, to there. What that will mean is that we will get the full 2.5, whatever it is, from there. But that means I've used up a lot of my terminals, but it means we can cover most of this area here. And what we're probably going to need to do is, let me just check that we've got a, yeah, we've got a main substation connection there. We've got the farm out here is going to need power. So I think what we will do is put a, no, I don't want that. I want that. We'll put another substation there. I can come there. Now, what is the power that's coming into here? It's probably a 10 megawatts, so we could probably step down to an 8, or actually probably lower than that, because we are would I run, we are talking about villages over here, aren't we? I think my instinct is to make these self-sufficient. Yeah, we're not going to run power out to them. I don't think it would be worth the effort and the cabling. What we'll do is we'll keep that option open by running an 8 megawatt power line to there. And then what that means is we can, if necessary, we can run some more power lines from there. Okay. Looks like we got a broken down vehicle here. 100%. You're a concrete mixer. Why aren't you being replaced? Ah. Okay. You. Scrappy time. Just have a look at my concrete mixers. Not sure why you were not replaced automatically. Well, we'd have to look into that. Right, the farm here is picking up crops, but right, I think what I'd like to, you got water yet? No, you haven't got water. What's going on here? Okay, we haven't got that pump working. Let me just see. No connection exists. Oh, haha. There's a bit of a mistake. And of course we need the sanitation pipe running out as well. A little bit of a cause for concern there that there's actually a break in the construction there. Don't know if I can join it. It might be game doesn't want me to join, probably because of the proximity of the buildings. Let me just see. Where are you? Yeah. We need you working on that and that. And that. Yeah, things have got we need this built as well, but that is more important at the moment. So it looks like we're not going to be able to populate this here. This list is growing quite progressively at the moment. Maintenance 2. I wish there was a login trailer. Something tells me that we're going to need some more what we call it, open holes. What have we got here? 7.5, 15. Year 50, year 40. I think we're going to start knocking out some of those. You go there. Okay. How's the economy going? Yeah, we are making money, but not anywhere near enough. Let me just see over here. Okay, I've got one more job I'd like to do before winter, which is we get that bit of road there. This is being built. These guys aren't hanging around. Yeah, you should be okay. We need that. Got in. So we can get this done. We can then get this built in and get everything ready to go. What's the bet I won't be able to assign that? Let me just see. It will tell me that, yeah, no road connection. Road connection does not exist. The reason for that is that when it comes to this type of situation, we've got to build a artificial connection. And then what we can do is get these guys working on, yeah, they will now then work on that to make that connection there. Is anybody working on there? Ollerton Prime, whoops. Yeah. You can work on that and that. That's been rollered, that's good. Right, we're over 31,000. I think we've probably got a problem. Yeah, we've got loads of over 21s. I think that I'm just going to let them build up because we've got everything here. We've also got massive unemployment as well. Our citizens unable to get meat. What's happening here? Yeah, is that a growing problem because we're outstripping our reconstruct? So let's have a look at our cold store here. Yeah, meat's going to have to become a little bit more higher up the priority as well. Oh, so many things, right. We've now got this going here. We just need the water. Right. You start work on that because so that we can start building that in. We've kind of one guy down. We've got 4 actual trucks. Okay, so we've got a problem here. Where do we want to go? I think I would like that built so that we can then work into this area. We're nearly there with respect to the fuel exports. Check my plastics. Right, we've got 100 tons of plastics sat around doing nothing. We need that. Let me just check this. We've got waste, toxic waste. We've got 118 tons of chemicals not doing anything either. I really do need to sort out these distribution offices. Right, what we got here? We got these guys sat around. They can move chemicals. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to go for... I'm going to tell you to pick up chemicals from there. not chemicals, sorry, plastics. We got, and problem is it's gonna take a lot to export. I think at the moment we're just gonna have to export plastics to here if it's over 80%. We're just gonna make a little bit of money going from this point of view. I do really need to sort this distribution out, but the key is got to be getting out here and making this connection. All related vehicles, where are you? Gauge rail track further along. Okay, so these guys are now obstructing each other. This is being built, so I can put in, that should isolate that bit. Yeah. And he can then come in here. Okay. Now, that actually gives us this bit here. Now, I don't think we've got any... Now, let me just see. Well, we'll come here. I don't think we've actually got access to any electric trains yet. No, we haven't. Okay. Considering we don't have electric trains, I think what I am going to do is we are going to electrify this because, oops, shift. We're going to electrify you all the way down to here. Get you, electrify you to there. Yeah, I think it's, I mean, it's not like we're actually losing money at the moment, so I think what we will do is start a reverse electrification process now. Get that going. I just need this water sorted. What's causing the problem now? Okay, we got that there. This is ready to go. Right. This is going to be there's import water, export water, no workers. Okay, so we're going to need to get that right. Bus time. We're going to start with 2 buses. Looks like we've actually got a new bus. Okay, let me just look at this bus here. 52 passengers. Oh yeah, great. Right. We're gonna buy 2 of those. How much does the template cost for that? 588,000. I think we're going to control the amount there. Let me just see, where can we pick up the... We've got 7 waiting there. We don't have a lot of workforce, but we can scale that workforce up. I think what we will do is put you... Oh, it's the low boy. Right, we're just going to click on that. And what we're going to do is start with, we're just going to get some workforce out here to the bus stop to get this going, and then there's no actual end connection. That's something we need to consider. Let's start with line spacing to begin with. The idea now is just to get some workers out here. What would be the route that they would take? Ideally what we need is a road from here to here. I think what I will do is we need an end connection. Actually, we'll probably put one through here. We'll start with linked routes, okay. Okay, so we are now in business making food and alcohol. I think from right, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm aware that I'm running out of time on this video now, is we're going to pick up this route. Where's your end step? You're bringing workers all the way from there. What we're going to do is send you to there, remove you, and get this going. That should get more workers out to here. That will get this working more advantageously. And then that means the first thing we'll do is shut down this, because this is contamination central. In fact, I think what we will do is start to scale you right back so we can push more workers onto here, and then that will produce some food as we actually get going. Yep, we got a health problem here, so we definitely do need to push this in. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.